technical sales specialist in SEDEC, and I'm here today to talk about Flyback. Thank you very much to Nektar. He's doing a fantastic job and helping us a lot here in Turkey. Well, during this presentation, I will talk about our trap. I will talk as well about the fly, and I will show you some trials and then some numbers. I will repeat some concepts because I want you to have some clear ideas, specific ideas that I think is very important. So I will repeat myself quite a bit, but I think it is important because here is a new product. If I talk too much, you can stop me. Okay. So about the fly, well, I see here is saying that there is maybe one of the main pests, but here in Turkey as well, like in Spain, is the main pest that we have in olive tree. So we have to have good tools to treat. And what does this fly is to lower the yield of the field and as well to lower the quality of the production. So we need to fight this fly to have good production. And as well, what's happening now? We are in a moment that we used to treat the field with some products that they were very efficient, but these products nowadays is day by day they are getting forbidden. And at the same time, the fly is getting resistant to these products. So, for the health of our species or other insects, and for us, we are forbidden these products, and we need to find different kind of solution and to fight like a strategy. It's not. We have to forget that we have one unique solution, and we have to know the different solution and know how to work with these solutions. Now I will show you. This is the trap, okay? And here we can see we have some holes, and these holes is to get the fly inside the trap. So here we have the delta metrine. So when the flies get inside, because we have two attractants, this is food attractant for fly, and this is pheromone attractant. Okay, so we have these two attractants. Here the deltametrine, and when the fly gets attracted to the trap, goes inside. Goes inside, and then looking for the light, goes to the top, touches the top, and then get poison and stay inside and die. So this is good as well because even if some flies they have resistance to deltametrine, they cannot escape because they are inside the trap. So this is good because we are controlling the fly and we are not helping to get resistance. So as we said, we have the pheromone attractant, we have the food attractant, and we have the trap. And so how this trap comes? It comes with a boxes with 100 traps per box and 2,800 traps per pallet. Now, where is the moment to hang the trap on the field? The moment is before the bone gets hardened. That is more or less in Spain is mid-June. Then where to hang the trap? What is very important is to hang it southeast, because normally is when the flies like to stay. You don't put it outside the tree, you don't put it completely inside the tree, you put it middle way at this height. That is more or less between 1.5 2 meters high, and this is good. Also, you have to think when you are in front of the tree where a little bit. Maybe I'm asking too much, but where the fly likes to be. So, how long it lasts this trap? The attractiveness and the ultramethin at least 180 days. So that means we put it June, mid-June, and then we can take it out after harvest. So one application for all the cycle. So why we put it in distribution that is homogeneous distribution. So we can see here the traps distributed homogeneously. So that's because the fly, if has nothing to eat, can fly to 2 kilometers if the wind is in favor, to 2 kilometers. But once the fly is inside the field and has something to eat, then can do all the cycle in maybe flying 10 meters, 15 meters, 6 meters, so it doesn't move too much. So we need a distribution, this kind of distribution, homogeneous distribution. Here we will talk a little bit about the cycle of the fly. We can see here the month that is cold, January, February, March, of end of the year, December, that the cycle of the fly can go from 35 days to 120. And that's because it develops up to the temperature. It doesn't develop up to the time. If it's cold, it develops slower. If it's hot, then it goes faster. So it's like this. So we can have July, August, one cycle in 1 month. But then from November to March, like 120 days, even in some papers more days, that one cycle. So it depends on temperature. And getting back a little bit to the question that what the food of the fly, we can say that here the fly cannot eat from the fruit. So it eats from pollen, from nectars. And when I'm talking about eating from the fly, I want to say that it's putting the egg and it's the larva that eats from the fruit. So it's like this. And then the larva goes to the ground and makes the pupa. And then starts over again. And we can see here the population. That is, we could say, a curve of fly that as I heard here, it starts more or less the same. That is October. We have a peak of fly, but here in July, where I come from, we have another peak. It's smaller than that one, but we have 2 peaks in July and in October. So it's the critical moment for the fly. So here, more or less, it's talking about what I said. We have 2 to 7 cycles in fly. And we have to, before the season, we don't have to put this trap, but during the season, we have to use the trap, more or less. And now we start with some trials. Here we have this green, this is a trial made in Italy in 2017, and we have like 3 tests, that Flyback 50, Flyback 100, and another treatment, 120. So we can see like the green is the population of the fly with untreated plot. We can see that we have many flies. And there, this is the damages with the blue line. And the damages is up to 50 to 90% as we go forward. And we can see here, as we use the traps, what we do is we don't kill the the flies. What we do is we reduce the population. And if we reduce this population, we are avoiding damages because we capture the flies. And here we can see the results, that capturing these flies, we are having an efficacy of almost 80%. So we have another trial here in Spain now. At the moment, we have 3 solutions registered, and this is with another solution. And we have this orange line is with no treatment at all. The yellow one is with the concurrence, and the green one is the flyback. And we can see that this is the time in August, because I heard that here is similar, it's very dry, and then the fly is not comfortable, we don't have pressure. So as we move forward and we get to October is when we have the big peak of fly, so it's increasing the pressure, but also the damages are increasing, but we are having a big efficacy respect to the untreated plot. Here is another trial for Spain in 2017, and we can see this is the fly pressure. We have different tests. We have 20 traps, 50 traps, 80 traps, a standard, that is a treatment with Spintor, and check. And here we can see the difference of using 50 traps, 80 traps to control. And we have a great efficacy on reducing the punctures. Still, we don't have an efficacy, the 95-100%. But as this tool is a tool to help to reduce damages and reduce these punctures. Here are some numbers of our sales. We have this product registered in, as you see, several countries. We can see from the date that still is a new product, but every day or every year, these amounts of traps, we are increasing the market. Like last year was registered in Spain, and we moved around 70,000 traps sold in Spain. And this year, the expectations is even growing. Here, so why to use Flyback? Flyback is easy to install on the tree. Is a solution that lasts all the season. Also, it's important because it helps to give you information. You can have the strategy to go inside the trap and do the monitoring. That means on the field you can open the trap and then count the flies. This is good because if you have, this is something that the technical support will give you advice, but if you have 3 to 5 flies per day captured, then maybe you can think to treat maybe because the pressure is too high. So you need to help, but if you are under this number, you can go on with this solution. So it gives you also information. And also, not only counting flies, you need to count if you have damages. It's also, you need both information. Then also is a good product because it's only specific for the fly. Only for this fly, doesn't capture other insect. That doesn't mean that for accident other insect can go inside, but it's specific and is respectful with other insects and it's good. I heard here you don't have this help, but it's for organic production. This is allowed, this solution. And more or less, if you have some questions.